Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Ezoic Education. Today we're going to be covering evaluating content and writer ROI to accelerate traffic. So this is mainly going to be going over what is called the author metrics section of big data analytics, how to set it up and how to use this data to better make decisions to grow your traffic and grow your revenue. Quick introduction from my end. So my name is Jan Kreidenberg. I am the Director of Publisher Success at Ezoic. I've been here for just over 5 years now and worked with all sorts of publishers, small and big, kind of helping make sure that you guys are using everything that Ezoic has to offer and using that to grow your business. So just quickly, I wanted to jump over to big data analytics. This is where we can actually dive into the report. So as I said, we're going to be looking at the author metrics section. This you can find under content, and you'll see author metrics right here. So before we dive into this, I think it's important to go over how to actually set this up for Ezoic. So whether it's using JSON or meta tags or other setups on the site, what you can do is actually set up the pages, format your pages so that our system can actually pull in this data from your users. So looking at this, there's this article about article context that we will make available to everyone listening to this. You can ask your publisher success manager, you can ask support, but what you can do is review this article to make sure that your page is set up properly. If you scroll down here, you'll see the author section. And this is going to show, like I said, the different ways that you can set up your pages to ensure that Ezoic is reading everything properly. So jumping back over to the big data analytics, I have a site pulled up with author metrics, and just like any other reports with Ezoic, you can select the date range you want to be looking at, as well as the segments. And then looking at just general overview, you can look at different metrics for this. But I think the valuable part is actually looking down here at the data, looking at, for the specific site, all the different writers they have, how many articles they're putting out, how many page views those articles are getting, and then most importantly, what is the page RPM? How do their articles monetize? So as you can see, there's all these authors. There's 12 pages, so they have 118 entries of authors. If you know that's a kind of overwhelming amount, and we know that a lot of the authors are not specifically writing on a regular basis, what we could do to look at kind of the main authors is add filters. So this filter, if we set up, includes page views is greater than, and we could do 500. The other option would be actually looking at the number of articles published per week. Multiple different things that we can look at to really get the data that we're looking at to be exactly segmented as you want. Another tip, if you're looking at, depending on what you want to look at specifically, you can actually rearrange these columns. So say you want to look at total number of pages, total number of page views those pages have gotten, and then the total page RPM. You have it all just segmented right here. You can also go into the columns here and actually just remove specific areas. So if we didn't want the % exit to show up in this report, then we could just uncheck it and it would remove it from this. So yeah, just kind of, I think drilling into the numbers really quickly, or looking at this in a little more critically. So we have all these different authors. The one specifically I think would be good to look at is Graham Bauer. So what stands out to me right here is $8.26 page RPM, which is significantly higher than this $5.38 page RPM. That's the average. So what we can do is the other thing that jumps out to me is there's only 179 total articles, versus you can see all these others have 3,000 articles that they've actually written, but you can see Graham's articles 90,000 page views over the last 2 weeks, with only 0.72 of the total number of pages. So it seems like what he's writing has really been engaging. Visitors are really responding well to this. So what I would want to do next maybe is click in. A couple cool things that you can do is if you click on the little on their name. So let's click right here. So you can click view over time. And what this actually allows you to do is drill into just author Graham Bauer. You can see the number of page views by day. So last May 25th, nice little spike, 12,000 page views total, as opposed to the average, pretty consistent, anywhere from 5,000 to 6,000 page views. So yeah, just drilling in, like I said, you can look at him daily. The other thing that you can do right here is, instead of clicking on the view over time, you can click on Graham Bauer. And what this is going to do is show you author, but then it's also going to show you all of the pages that have been published by Graham. So again, you can see December 23rd, 2019, how to set up Apple Watch move goals. So this is when it was published, but last 2 weeks, this is how much revenue this article has driven to the site. So $89 in the last 2 weeks, page RPM of $8.48. And what you'll see, kind of looking through these articles, you can look at, he's basically, all of the articles written are about Apple Watch. So knowing this, maybe a bit of a authority or has a lot of insight into this. But I think as the publisher, you can look at this and see that these articles are engaged with quite well. 72% page engagement, which is higher than the average. But you can also look at what are the different types of articles they're writing about the Apple Watch. Can they write some additional spinoffs? Can they write similar articles about other products? So really just, again, understanding where the revenue is coming from and which pages or which authors are being read the most. And like I said, only 127 or 170 articles written by this author. One suggestion would be figuring out how to get them writing more often. So lastly, just going back, the final 2 points I wanted to make. So if you looked at the third thing right here, says add column as a segment. And what this allows you to do is actually take this author specifically, and we'll go ahead and add this. So you'll see up here, there's all users, and then there's Graham Bauer. So this segment right here allows us to browse the rest of big data analytics and get a snapshot of just articles under this person. So for example, let's go to device. Okay, so what you can see here already, looking at overall page views, about 54% come from mobile. What's interesting is articles written by Graham have actually 80% page views on mobile. And you can see kind of UX metrics across the board. How do his articles, what are the engagement metrics, EPMV, so on and so forth, versus the average. And really, I mean, this goes on to other categories. So you can look at traffic sources. Where's most of the traffic coming from for his articles? You can look at behavior or audience. So is it US traffic? Is it traffic coming from other countries? And really just better understand, how is this performance and where can you improve upon? Lastly, with any report, you're able to export this out. So if you If you want to save some reports, you can export them to an Excel file. If you're looking at sending these reports out to other people on your editorial team or other people that work with you, this is all available for you within Big Data Analytics. So yeah, just to summarize, I think it's really just another added feature that Ezoic provides, the ability to get granular and really understand which of your writers are actually driving the most engagement, which of your writers have the highest value articles, and then if you want to set up your editorial strategy around paying people out based on ROI, you can look at exactly how much these writers' articles are making, and kind of take that approach as opposed to just letting the authors kind of write whatever, and you don't know which of the articles are making money, which aren't. This allows you to be really, really smart with making sure that you're paying for exactly what you're getting. So if an article makes more, you can reward the author with more compensation as well. Again, totally up to you how you use it, but just a few ideas on how other publishers are using this to really just make smart decisions for their business. So yeah, again, my name is Jan. This is the author metrics section of Big Data Analytics. If you guys have any questions about this, if you need any assistance with setting this up, please don't hesitate to reach out to your publisher success manager, onboarding representative, or even our support team. We're happy to provide the documents and provide guidance on how to get this set up and help you make start running a smarter business. So thanks a lot. That's all for now. Have a good one.